Would you say, I feel like it's pretty safe to say Harbaugh is the number one coach out of all of them that got fired that's looking to get rehired. Would you agree in that statement?
100%. I definitely think he's the premier candidate. And right now, from what I'm seeing, and this is all speculative and depending on how the playoffs shake out, the Bills are the top landing spot, and so are
And they,
the
they
Packers.
haven't fired their guy yet. So
Completely contingent on playoffs. And again, speculation, but Bills and Packers, a lot of eyes on that one.
yeah, which we talked about it off camera, but I think LaFleur is a great head coach. I would think that would be a bad firing. Maybe some Packers fans out there wouldn't agree with me. The Sean McDermott for Buffalo, I think, is totally warranted if they lose to Jacksonville. But, if Buffalo, if they fire Sean McDermott, I feel like that's an absolute home run, perfect fit for Harbaugh. So some of these other teams might try to hire him very quickly before. I think of the Dolphins. They just fired McDaniel a couple of days after the season, after Harbaugh got fired, instantly thinking there's that connection there with the ownership group and the Harbaugh family that they would really, really try to get after Harbaugh. And then before McDaniels got fired, it was the Giants that were headlining trying to get Harbaugh. There's that video that just surfaced yesterday at the Ole Miss game where Jackson Dort was on the field and somebody, I don't know if it was lip sync or if it was just somebody caught audio of it, but he said it's going to be Stefanski or Harbaugh. So according to Jackson Dart, he thinks Harbaugh or Stefanski is going to be his next head coach. Harbaugh is going to be expensive. I do know that. I saw a report upwards of $20 million. That's what his
Wow.
agent's looking for, which is crazy.
And they'll get it. I think he could get more than that if he pushed.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
Supply and demand. You only got one of them, and there's a lot of demand.
yeah. Yeah. I think probably Baltimore's probably the best job available right now, unless Buffalo opens up. And
I don't
obviously
think
Harbaugh
Baltimore
can't go back
made
to
the
the same
right.
team. But
I don't think. I don't.
I don't think so
We'll see.
either. Do you think it had anything to do with Lamar? Do you think Lamar had any, like, I don't know,
I think so.
frustration with Harbaugh in general?
I think that it was one or the other. I think in their minds they had to change something, give the fans hope, and they didn't want to get rid of Lamar because when Lamar is cooking, he's cooking.
Yeah. Well, and they're paying him a lot of
So
money.
yeah, so in their mind, it was easier to let go of Harbaugh. But as we talk about the coaches that did get fired, let's talk about a coach that you may not have had cross your mind that is still has a job. The Jets head coach. How in the hell does he still have a job?
I have no idea. They did not even get a single interception the entire year, and he's a defensive guy. So
Yeah,
I have no words. I thought for sure that he was, on the chopping block. The only thing that, in my mind, saving grace is he's only been there 1 year. But, like, the Jets will turn on you in 1 year. Like, to me, that they've done that many a time. Salah, I think, got, 2.5?
yeah, that sounds about right.
But
Three, 2.5, 3.
Glenn, to me, has been the worst one. I don't know. He's a defensive guy, and their defense blew. I know they got rid of all their, they got rid of Sauce and they got rid of Quinnen Williams. They definitely tried to tank. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe the owner's like, I wanted you guys to lose. I don't know, to get a better
Yeah,
pick.
you
Because they
got
do have
several
a
first round
million
draft
picks.
picks.
They have a
Yeah, they
million
do.
picks, and I think they're going to pick second overall this year. So they'll get the first or second quarterback off the board, assuming Vegas takes a quarterback. But
Heisman Doza.
yeah, Mendoza or Dante, the two guys that are playing tonight are scheduled to go off 1 and 2, both quarterbacks. So we'll see.
I think the Jets will pick up the Colts discard QB Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, they already tried that with Justin Fields. They benched him after they paid him $40 million.
That's crazy. I bet he's happy about it. Hey, look, I'll sit on the bench.
Yeah, do nothing for $20 million a
Do you
year.
think his career's over?
As a starter, I don't know that anybody's going to give him a shot. He would have to be a backup somewhere, and then somebody gets hurt, and then that would kind of be, in my mind, his only way. Now, I don't think anybody's going to give him a not and go.
Yeah, he's probably going to be looking at something similar to the Daniel Jones contract coming into Indy last year.
Yeah, $10 million a year or something like that to be a backup.
Yeah.